Hello, welcome to Tech with Frank. Today, I'll be showing you how to SSH into your EC2 instance from your Windows machine, leveraging Systems Manager. There are a few things you would need to be able to do this, and I'm assuming you already have, and one of them is you have AWS CLI installed, and you've configured your AWS credentials. So I'm using my IDE is Visual Studio Code, was running in Windows 10 machine, Windows 10. So it gives me, so these are my credentials, and I'm running it from the Ohio region, US East 2. All right, so let's move over to the AWS console and provision a new EC2. So launch a new instance. So just give it a generic name, SSM test 2. So we're using Amazon Linux 2. Amazon Linux 2 come pre-configured with Systems Manager for the most part. I think Ubuntu as well. I'll drop a link to the documentation. But if it's not, you may need to include it somewhere during your installation or as part of your configuration file. I'll leave a lot of this as default and key pair. So this is required for SSH, but I'm going to leave it blank and not put it here because we're going to be using SSM. And now allow HTTP and HTTPS. And in the advanced feature, we need an IAM row. So we'll go over and create a new row, and it's EC2. So SSM. So what we're looking for is AWS SSM Managed Instance Core. And click next. Row name. I'll add one to it just because I think I already have core there. I just want to walk you through the process. And create a row. Right, so that is completed. Come back here and refresh. And that was the row we just created. I'll leave everything else as default. But you can include user data depending on if your distro doesn't come with Systems Manager pre-installed. You can add installation script here and launch instance. Or keep here. But I'm just keeping that out just so that you can see that we can connect to the EC2 instance without that and very easily. All right, so there are a couple of ways you can check. You can connect right from the terminal here. So you can connect from the EC2 instance connect and also section manager. And it works, right? But this is not very efficient. You want to be able to do that from your IDE. So move over back to our Visual Studio Code. The only information you need from here is your instance ID. So copy your instance ID, come back to your IDE, whatever it is you're using. But in this case, we're using Visual Studio Code or VS Code. So the command is AWS SSM, and yeah, and we're faced with this. So it says we need a plugin. There is no plugin for Windows already installed. So if you run into this, no problem. It's very easy fix. You can go over to the doc, and this gives detailed instruction of what to do. All right, so we need to go down. So go in here, and we want to install for Windows. Download installer for Windows. And it will ask you to save. I already have it saved here twice, so there is no need. I'm going to X out of it and run the installer from there. So this is installer, and accept the license terms and install. It's very lightweight, it takes a few seconds. So that is done. So let us go back and run it again. You see, we're in our shell. Sudo yum update. So let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you run into any issues in the comment section below. There are times this doesn't work as smoothly. You may need to change environment variable and adjust path and all of that. If you happen to run into that, just drop a message below, and I will be able to direct you better, probably push you towards some useful documentation, or I'll make another video and try to recreate your problem and possibly give you a solution. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for joining me today.